Hey everyone, so if you saw my last collection video, then you'll know that it's time for a console collection again, and sorry for that stutter there. Yeah, the last video was for the Bandai WonderSwan, both my WonderSwan and my WonderSwan Color games. So for this video, I thought that I'd show you guys my Nintendo Wii collection. I think maybe I'm just gonna go through all my Nintendo consoles and handhelds for now. Since I started with the GameCube, I'll just continue on with other Nintendo stuff, even though I already did the Bandai WonderSwan. I'll just continue on with some Nintendo consoles for now. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to show you guys my Wii collection. I also have a couple of Wiimotes and the Wii Zapper and a couple of charging accessories for that. And I also have the Wii Mini that's sort of hidden over here that I just left in the box over there. But yeah, I don't have many other accessories or stuff for it. The console, I have it hooked up to my TV back there. You can't really see it. But yeah, these are the games that I have. I have them separated from sort of better games first, and then like the cheaper stuff in the back. But there's still a couple cheap games that I consider good. So yeah, you'll see the separation in my opinion on different Wii games. But yeah, to start out, it's all in alphabetical order, but it's still separated between sort of better and not so good. So you'll see it when I switch over to the not so good stuff. So first is A Boy and His Blob. Now this was a video game for the Wii that was suggested by Metal Jesus. So I thought I'd go pick up a cheap enough version, and it's actually pretty fun. So I definitely think that's a good game. Next is Alone in the Dark with the soundtrack. It was complete. It was $1. I grabbed it. Now this I actually just got today. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I mean it's another installation in a pretty good series, I suppose. It's Bomberman Land, and it's a Hudson Soft game, and you can actually play it with a GameCube controller also. So I thought that was a pretty good thing. Next is Dead Space Extraction. Now this one here is actually just without the manual inside, but I think it was like $2 or $3, and I like on-rail shooters, so I definitely wanted to pick that up. Next is a game that I just saw it. It looked a little interesting, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet. It's Dewey's Adventure. And then Epic Mickey 2, which I actually played. Sorry, Epic Mickey, not Epic Mickey 2. And I actually played this game a lot when I first got it, but I haven't played it since, and it's been like 4 or 5 years since then. So I can't really remember much. Next is Fortune Street. It's like Mario Party, I suppose, including Nintendo characters and Square Enix characters, and it was on sale, but I don't have anyone to play this with, so I'm kind of shit out of luck. Next is Kirby's Epic Yarn, a really fun, really easy game, and it was really cheap when I got it. It was only $5, and I've definitely had some fun with this. Next, a Sega game for the Nintendo Wii is Mad World, and I actually love the art style of this game, black and white with lots of bright red blood, and it's definitely my kind of game. Next is Metroid Other M. Again, I haven't had time to play this yet, but it's complete, it's in good condition, it's a Metroid game. I'll try to put some time into that later. Another Metroid game that I have is Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. And like I said with other M, I haven't had the time for any of these Metroid games. Next is Mortal Kombat Armageddon. It's just Mortal Kombat. It has motion controls and stuff like that, but it's just Mortal Kombat. Next is No More Heroes and No More Heroes 2. So far, I've played part of No More Heroes, but I haven't started No More Heroes 2 yet. I have to say that I guess the resolution isn't that great in it. It's only 480i, so of course it's not that great. But it's still a very fun single player game, and for me, I'm all about single player games that are all about the story. Uh, so those were the first one's definitely a good game. The second one, I'm gonna give it a chance later when I have some time. Next is Okami. It also came out for the PS2. Um, I have not played it yet, but it's a Capcom game. I've heard good things about it, um, and I have actually used. Uh, I believe it's Amaterasu or something like that. Yeah, Amaterasu. I've used him in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on the PS Vita. Next is Opuna. It seems to be some kind of RPG. I haven't had a chance to really play it yet, so I'll take other people's words for it. It looks pretty like cutesy and fun. Next is Pikmin 2. I rented this when I was younger from Roger's video, and I played it a lot on the GameCube. So I never owned it for the GameCube, and when I saw it available for the Wii for cheap, I grabbed it. Rayman Origins, I just got this in a lot with other stuff, and it was just disc only. What can you do? If it's thrown in, you just take it. Next is Rayman Raving Rabbits. Can't say much about this. Have not played it yet. Next is Red Steel, and I believe this was a launch title for the Wii. I believe also that the sequel was a little better, but again, I have not had time for this. I have so many games, and I try to play a game all the way through. I get very disappointed when I haven't finished one game and I've already moved on to the next one. Especially if it's a good game, then I feel bad that I haven't given it enough direct time to actually get to enjoy the game and get the entire story out of it. But what can you do? Sometimes you just want to play a whole bunch of different games and just test them out. Next is Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. Can't say much about it. That hasn't been said already. They added motion control to one of the best Resident Evil games ever made. So, yeah, just that. Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles. This one was really cheap, and it was just disc only inside the case. It's a Zapper game. It's an on-rail shooter. I believe it's an on-rail shooter. Yeah, I think it's an on-rail shooter. So, yeah, cheap game type that I like, so I picked it up. Next is Samba de Amigo, because I could not afford it for the Dreamcast, even though I really want the Dreamcast version with the Samba de Amigo controllers. But for this, I had to just give in to buying the weird plastic maraca add-ons for the Wii remote, so I have to deal right now. Next is this game that I haven't actually played yet. It's Secret Files Tunguska. It's made by Deep Silver, and I really don't know what it is. Let's see. Some kind of mysterious adventure game. I'll just leave it at that. Next is Sin and Punishment Star Successor. This also is, I guess you can label it as an on-rail shooter. Was really fun, but I sold my open copy, and I also had the sealed copy, so now I'm just leaving it as is. Plus, I only paid $5 for that, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Next is Sonic Unleashed. Just a weird Sonic game, but it's still Sonic. I like Sonic. Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. I actually played this one first. This one I actually haven't played yet. People say the story is better in the original, but then some gameplay is improved in Super Mario Galaxy 2. So people say if the story from this one was in the game of this one here, then it would be amazing. But they're both pretty good. I played this one just a little bit, but this one I've gotten pretty far into the game, so yeah, they're both pretty good. And next is Super Paper Mario. I haven't played much of it. It's unlike other entries into the, I guess, the Paper Mario game series, but it's still pretty interesting. I like the switch between 2D and 3D, I guess you can call it. Interesting gameplay, and yeah, I'm gonna try to give more time to this game in the future, but I just don't see myself playing any more of it right now. Next, a pretty good game that everybody that has a Wii should own, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Some people say that Melee is still the absolute best Super Smash Bros. Game, but I like Brawl too. This is the version that you can play using the GameCube controller, and I made sure to pick this one because I liked using the GameCube controller. It was a controller that, well, the controller and the system that I used the longest, so definitely the version that I wanted to get. Next is Tenchu Shadow Assassins. I have not played it. There are many Tenchu games out there, so yeah, I don't have anything really to say for this. Next, Zelda Twilight Princess. Complete in here. Have not played it yet. I have many Wii games that I have not played yet because it's just I either don't have the time to commit to playing the games, or they're very simple and I feel like I should just give it a day and complete the entire game, or they're games that I just will suck at and it'll take me a real long time to finish it. But yeah, Zelda Twilight Princess, released also on the GameCube. This is the cheaper version of it, of course. It's pretty dark compared to other Zelda games, but it's still pretty interesting, so I will absolutely have to try to play the game. And the last sort of like of my good games collection for the Wii is Trauma Center Second Opinion. It's an Atlas game. You try to perform surgeries and stuff on people. You work in a hospital, and yeah, it's like a surgeon simulator. I like these kinds of games. They're pretty fun. But yeah, I can't say much else for it. Next are the not so good games. First is 30 great games family party, or family party 30 great games. I'm not sure how to say this because even on the side it's sort of a mess. But yeah, I don't know why I got this. I think it might have been on clearance at HMV when they still sold games. Uh, that must have been the only reason I got it. I hope it came with something extra, but I really can't think of anything. I should just plow through these next games like really fast. They were all cheap. I didn't pay more than I think more than $3 for each of them, except for DJ Hero 2. So yeah, I'll just list them off pretty fast. Billy the Wizard Rocket Broomstick Racing, Blastworks, Chicken Shoot, Classic British Motor Racing, Create, DJ Hero 2, and this I got a complete set with the DJ sort of mix board for $10 from Giant Tiger, and I got it about a year, almost 2 years ago now, and yeah, it was $10. I like strange accessories and peripherals and stuff like that, so of course I grabbed it. Next is Excite Bots Trick Racing, Fling Smash, and I actually got this because it came with a controller, like just a standard Wii remote. I paid, I believe at the time it was 2007 or something like that. No, even later than that. Sorry, 2010. And it came with a Wii remote in the set, and it was pretty cheap. And I was just planning on buying a Wii remote, but to get the game added in, and it was actually cheaper than just the Wii remote on its own, I grabbed that. Jumper Griffin Story, Legend of Dragon, just a really, really lame fighter. Little League 2009 World Series Baseball, Merv Griffin's Crosswords in a really dirty, nasty box, Neopets Puzzle Adventure. It's actually made by Capcom, but it's a really dull puzzle game. Just not really interesting, but I keep it because it was a gift. Next is Off-Road Extreme Special Edition, but as far as I can tell, this is the only edition of the game that was made, so I don't know what's special about it. Rubik's World, SpongeBob SquarePants Creature from the Krusty Krab. I haven't given this the time of day at all. I sort of just got it and threw it into the pile. This is also a game that I got on clearance from HMV a few years back, and it's Truth or Lies, Someone Will Get Caught, and it's a microphone game. The microphone is in the box there. I tried playing it, but it really, really, really doesn't work. Just a few more games left. Twin Strike Operation Thunder, and apparently it's made by a company called Zoo, so that's pretty interesting. It's a flight simulator and features helicopters, and for some reason they're landing on gigantic I don't know what to call them, destroyers. We Love Golf, also apparently made by Capcom, which is really strange. Again, these games I paid probably like $1 or $2 each for them, so I didn't spend crazy amounts of money. And Wonder World Amusement Park. Yeah, even though I'm saying that I didn't really spend crazy amounts of money on these games, I only spent like $1 or $2 on these like cruddier games over here. That's pretty much what they're worth, like $1 or $2. So it was worth just paying that to have fun with a pretty cruddy game. If you just stay tuned and watch the rest of my videos, you'll see that I have this thing for collecting bad games, especially notoriously bad games, because I like to actually play them and see what's so bad about them, and sometimes I just like playing bad games because they're either really easy or they're so nonsensical and so uh, unplayable that you just get a funny story out of it in the end. So yeah. Anyways, that's the entirety of my Wii collection. Uh, I don't have many games compared to the entire amount of Wii games that are out there. I think it's something like 1,700 Wii games. This is only about 60 games, I believe. Uh, I will just sit here and count it 1 second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. 54 games here. Plus, I actually have Link's crossbow training, Wii Sports, and Wii Resort uh, in the cardboard sleeves, so I didn't really include them here. So that's 57 Wii games altogether. Um, it's my, I guess, second largest video game collection, or actually third largest now. Because I think even my Dreamcast collection surpassed this. But yeah, next collection video, I'm gonna look at a handheld console. So uh, just to let you guys know, if any of you made it this far into the video, I do have PS Vita, 3DS XL, um, Game Boy Advance games, Game Boy Color, original Game Boy, Sega Game Gear, Neo Geo Pocket, Neo Geo Pocket Color, that is. Um, and what else do I have here that's handheld? Uh, NPSP. Yeah, I think that's about it because I've already covered my WonderSwan games. So yeah, if you want to suggest which collection I go into next, just leave a comment just below the video here. That is, if you did make it this far into the video. And if you did, thank you very much for watching, and have a good day then. Bye.